AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36. The Bears sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots.
And he will go down. A climb for their team's first sack of the game. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott now. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Inside give to Elliott. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First down, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get a good gain.
I'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me me too.
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so this football game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third and short yardage. Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On 1st down, Fields. He's going to air one out. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the ball without creating extra contact.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
Exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's Elliott, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here's Elliott. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Back now in Arlington. The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Escaping the pressure right. Finding space at the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to be catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Now come the Cowboys. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Able to slither by. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, 32 yards. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had 1st-round ability.
but when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Skirts by at the 15, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 78 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I really love the defensive discipline there because you notice he kept looking for a cutback lane they was trying to dart into and find the end zone, but it never materialized. Everyone took care of their responsibilities and their gaps. They got him out of bounds for a loss on that play.
Third and goal from just outside the 10.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of confidence.